Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the WCCL Week 2 predictions. So, I'm the Athletic Gopnik, and today I'll be delivering you my personal opinions on what the outcomes for all the games will be, and who the top fraggers for each team will be, and the map that they will play on. Keep in mind that this is being done before the time of the map ban, so we're going to go ahead and show you a screenshot that was released on the WCCL Discord server, which you can join using the link in the description, but this screenshot was released about 2 hours ago. So as you can see here, we've got, through the 12th and the 17th, we're going to have about 7 games. It's going to be Ponies versus Aviate Black, Pure Esports versus Eternal Gaming, NBW versus Defiant, SG versus Pog Champions, Impact Gaming versus R6 Limits, Weekend Boys versus Andromeda Esports, and Ace Gaming versus Under Fire Blue. We'll start from the top and go to the bottom. Ponies versus Aviate Black is going to be one hell of a game. I mean, this is probably going to be one of the most interesting games we have in the season. Both of these teams are extremely strong. They have extremely good players. They both have very disruptive roam games. They have great anchoring. Just overall, very balanced and good teams are going to go head-to-head this week. And I don't know what map they're going to be playing on yet, but the score, I think Ponies have this one in the bag. I think that they are actually going to win 7-5. That's what it'll be. It'll be a very close game. And the Aviate's top fragger, I'm going to go ahead and pick. It's probably going to be Garther11. That's probably who it's going to be. And then for Ponies, top fragger, it's going to be Kainoski himself, the comeback king. The man always manages to pull something out of the hat that is just impossible. But as we keep going here, we're going to be taking a look at Pure Esports versus Eternal Gaming. That game's going to be not as close as Ponies versus Aviate Black, but it's still going to be a good game to watch. Pure, obviously, coming off of that tough loss to Aviate Black. They look strong doing it. They gave Aviate Black a big challenge, but unfortunately, they were not able to pull it through in the end. EG, coming off of the big win against Pog Champions on the same map as Coastline. I believe all the games last week were actually Coastline or Clubhouse. There were 2 club games, and I believe there was 5 Coastline games. There were a lot of Coastline games last week. But Pure's top fragger, for them, I've definitely got Wheeljack. Wheeljack looked very strong last week, especially in the clutch. You never know what he's going to be able to pull off next. And then for EG, it's definitely going to be Palsy. I mean, that man is he's just the fragger of the team. That's what he does. That's the best thing that he is best at. And that's probably what we're going to be seeing. But still, I got EG 7-4. And now we're going to be moving on to NBW versus Team Defiant. Defiant coming off of a win against SG, and NBW coming off of a tie with Ponies, I believe, yes. And then, again, NBW had a 6-4 lead, and Ponies brought it back to become a tie. So, again, we're not really seeing a whole lot of stellar play out of either of these teams. I mean, there were some great moments in their games, don't get me wrong, but there's not really, like, superstar plays. It was just nitty-gritty, siege. That's just what these games were. So, I still have Defiant. I believe it's going to be 7-3, actually. NBW looked really, they looked like they were really struggling, especially on bottom floor sites. So, but NBW's top fragger is most likely going to be it's probably going to be Deluxe. I'm going to go ahead and put it on Deluxe right there. That's going to be their top fragger. And Team Defiant's top fragger, definitely going to be Lynx. I mean, the man's one of the best fraggers in the league right now. I mean, he performs consistently every time. So it's definitely going to be Lynx top fragging for Team Defiant. Now we move on to SG versus Pog Champions. Both of these teams coming off of heavy losses that they were very favored winners. But both of them, again, coming off of very, very big losses. So Pog Champions, they looked they looked like they were really struggling, especially in the second half. They're definitely a first half team. SG, they kind of just collapsed against, Defiant in those later rounds. Again, both of these are very first half teams. So the first half of the game is going to be great, but I do have Pog Champions 7-5 in this one. So, Pog Champions top fragger, Tom's the OG. No brainer there. He's the fragger of the team. He does everything the best. And for SG, I want to go with Joystick. He looked pretty strong in his match last week, and we'll hope to see him do as well as he did in the last one. So we're going to be moving on to Impact Gaming versus R6 Limits. Both of these teams coming off of massive, like just absolutely dominating wins. So these are two of the strongest teams in the league right now, and we're definitely going to see very, very big play from both of them. Impact's top fragger, I'm going to go ahead and call it. It's probably going to be Savu. R6 Limits top fragger, without a doubt, going to be 2Tech. He dropped 17 kills against Ace Gaming last week, and he's just been absolutely on a roll. But in this game, I do have Impact Gaming 7-4. So that will be the end score. Again, I'm not sure what map they're playing on. None of these map ends have been quite done yet, except I believe Aviate Black's game, but I'm not quite sure. I haven't checked that. But moving on, we've got the Weekend Boys versus Andromeda Esports. Weekend Boys are going to win this one 7-3. I can just tell. Andromeda did not do too well last week. They are coming off of another heavy loss. I believe it was 7-3 against Impact Gaming, but the Weekend Boys top fragger, most likely gonna be either Speedy or Noob. For Andromeda, I got Choppy for them. He looked a little weak in last week's match, so I think that this week's game, he is going to rebound, especially. So this is going to be his comeback game, if you will. But yeah, I definitely got Choppy top fragging for Andromeda. Last but not least, we got Ace Gaming versus Underfire Blue. Underfire Blue forfeit to the Weekend Boys last week. Ace Gaming lost 7-3 against R6 Limits. Both of these teams have little to no expectation going into this. So, both teams have a little bit of expectation, as Underfire Blue we have not seen play yet, and Ace Gaming's play was less than ideal. So again, this is going to be one of those sluggers match, but I've got Ace Gaming coming out on top simply because of the amazing play that normally happens from Search and Landy. Ace Gaming's going to be coming out on top 7-5 against Underfire Blue. I got Search top fragging for Ace Gaming, and Underfire Blue, I've definitely probably going to be Doge. Honestly, I've got a good feeling about Doge. He's definitely going to be one of their top fraggers in that game. But now we move on to my pick for Game of the Week, and this one's going to be pretty obvious. Ponies versus Aviate Black is going to be Game of the Week. If you only get to watch one game, make sure it's that one, because that is going to be one hell of a game. There's going to be so many good frags, so many amazing plays, big play out of pretty much everybody. I mean, these rosters are both very, very solid. I absolutely cannot wait to see what they are able to pull out of their pockets.